Most important thing though is that our guy's still here. Dylan is back for his 5th year, super senior. Dylan, break it down, man.
Yeah, after the season ended abruptly, um, I was really just trying to figure out what my next move should be. Do I want to come back to school or do I want to just pursue the NBA option and figure that one out on my own? And it really just came down to a lot of prayer, a lot of pros and cons, and just a lot of listening to, my people in my circle and figuring out what's the next best step for myself. And, ultimately became I felt getting pushed back to Auburn. Transfer was never really like an option for me. I just love
I
Auburn
didn't
so
think it
much.
was.
Yeah, it makes no sense to build something for 4 years just to leave it high and dry. And I've always wanted to come back to Auburn, when I'm 50, when I'm 70, when I'm 90, when I'm dead. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care. I'm an Auburn man through and through. And no amount of money and no amount of job, no job position, no job title can get me away from being an Auburn man. So that's why I chose Auburn and stayed committed to Auburn. These all 4 years, going on year 5. And just another opportunity to run it back and just get another chance of history. You know what I'm saying? So it's very exciting.
When the NCAA tournament happened, one of the first things that crossed my mind after the buzzer was, I just don't think he can go out like that.
Nah.
And I felt that with a handful of guys, including your front court boy, Johni Broome. 4 is back as well. Hopefully with the intention of playing you and Janai at the same time, I
Yeah.
hope.
Before word on the
Talk
street.
about how you felt after Janai
Man,
decided he was coming
it was
back
a
as well.
relief, to be honest, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, I want more minutes. Yeah, I want more touches, blah, blah, blah. But what's best for this team, what's best for myself, and what's best for Auburn is if Janai does come back because we can't afford to lose Janai and Jay Will. That'd be those are two tough guys to replace. Yes, you can lose one, but you cannot lose both. And so seeing him come back and us talking about it and what our visions and goals are for this upcoming year, it's been exciting just to see the growth of our friendship over the past, 2.5, 3, going on 3 years. So I'm excited for the opportunity to play with him again. Hopefully playing with him like we did in Georgia, just competing and playing for national championship.
Talk about that. Talk about, I mean, you're being 7 foot. He's 6'9", 6'10". You two back there at the same time is a sight to see. Talk about how that's going to work
Yeah.
from your seat, because obviously you guys are team-based guys, so it
Mhm.
makes sense on that level. But I mean, you're a high flyer, he's a high flyer. You both add your advantages to the game in similar yet different ways at the same
Yeah.
time. So how will that play with you guys being on the court together?
The greatest example of it is every team in the Final Four. Every team with big man dominant. Yeah, yes, you need great guard play, but at the end of the day, every team in the Final Four had a good big man. Outside of Alabama, who had Grant Nelson, who had a freaking coming alive party. It was just the Final Four. They have 2, 3 great front court guys, and they run them in at the same time. And I feel like for us to get to the Final Four, that's what we need. We need more. We need more length aside from our depth. And that's what we're looking forward to this year. So it's going to be really exciting.
Definitely. And I know all the fans are excited, not only to have you back, but to have you on the court at the same time.
Yeah.
Just Twin Towers. It doesn't get much better than that in the paint. And you add to that a guy like JP Pegues coming in from Furman. If you guys remember, he was the one who hit the shot against Virginia in the Final Four or in the NCAA tournament 2 years ago now. Talk about the addition that he will become to a team, to a guy like Denver Jones. How will
Yeah.
they collaborate as
And
the head guards?
AP, the shooter, he can shoot very well, can get downhill very well, can score very well. He does a lot of things very well offensively that, we need since the point guard position did open up. And so he brings a lot of excitement to this team. And I can't wait to play with him. He gets downhill easily. And so, we played him when we played against Furman in our close scrimmage, and he did pretty well. He held his own. And I'm excited to see him adding his 3-point repertoire to this team.
And going downhill means one thing for you, right?
Lob City, baby. Just throw it up. Put it on the rim. Nice eye.